Hi, it's Wednesday, so happy hump day. I'm here to spend a few minutes of your time talking about an important topic: leadership and vulnerability, especially during challenging times or in crisis like we face today. As leaders, we tend to go into overdrive, laser focused on fixing problems, finding solutions, and being innovative. We put on our game faces so that we come across as strong and resilient to our teams and tribes that are looking up to us. And oh, by the way, that's important, but it's not an either-or situation. You can be strong and have a leadership reputation of being resilient and meanwhile still be vulnerable, and both. Now more than ever, your people need to see you as vulnerable during this time of crisis. Because when you come across as vulnerable, your teams, your people, those you interact with, see you as more human, as relatable. So it's important not to hide your emotions and put up a facade, but instead let people see you in that vulnerable state. So what are some ways you can be vulnerable? Here's a few. First, share with your teams the challenges and problems that you're facing as a leader. Now, there's some they already know, but maybe go a little bit deeper. Share more. Dive a little bit into the details of the problem or challenge that you're facing. Now, that doesn't mean they have to hear every aspect of the issues that you're dealing with, but by sharing some of those challenges and problems, you build trust. They're able to see what's going on because you're being vulnerable to share, not just in times where there's good news, but there's bad news as well, or challenges or issues. So share those problems and you'll have the extra benefit of building trust. Secondly, I want to encourage you to show your feelings and emotions. Now, this doesn't mean you have to break down in tears, but it does mean letting your people know that you do have feelings, that you're emotional as well. Once again, that makes you seem relatable and human to them. It makes them say to themselves, okay, I'm not the only one feeling this way. Even my manager or boss is worried during these uncertain times. So I don't feel so bad that I'm having some anxiety. So by sharing that you're human, that you have feelings, then your people feel like, okay, it's okay for me to have feelings and be emotional as well. Now, my next suggestion is that it's equally important to follow up by sharing how you deal with these emotions and feelings, giving your team, your tribe, some suggestions on what they can do to work through these feelings and emotions so that it doesn't hinder their ability to deliver on the job. So you may share that you work out, go to the gym, or go for the walk. Well, we're not going to the gym, but you go to a walk. Either way, it's just to let them know. Exercise, if you will, is one of the ways you deal with emotion. You may share with them that you use your spouse as a sounding board. And by doing that each evening, you're able to sort of rejuvenate. Or maybe it's reading a book. Let them know what you do to decompress, to manage the stress during crises. Give them those ideas. They'll appreciate it. Now, what if you're not good at being vulnerable? It's not natural. It's not comfortable for you. You're apprehensive about sharing how you feel and what you're dealing with. Here's a suggestion for you. Think about journaling daily. A gratitude journal in particular, where you write down at least 3 things you're grateful for each day. Try doing this for at least 21 days, then maybe even 90. And by the way, this is a great habit to formulate, not just as a way to deal with difficult situations, but every day to stay positive and optimistic and to show gratitude to the people who are working for you and anyone who's around you. So those are just a few tips to really be vulnerable to your teams if you're a manager or a leader or even an entrepreneur. think about being a little more vulnerable during these times and really during the good times as well. So I hope a few of these suggestions will help you out as we move forward into good times and then we stay in gratitude. So have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.